always do, we'll turn it over to Coach for opening comments, and we'll open questions. Coach?
Okay. First of all, it's great to be back in the Valley. A lot of fun. Field looked amazing. I appreciate all of our grounds crew. That was probably as good as our field's ever looked. And then really cool to just, see all the new stuff kind of finished, and I had kind of retrained my eyes. Like the whole first half, I was trying to, figure, because it's a lot of new sight things to look at. But it was awesome, man. Appreciate our fans showing up. Kind of a rainy projected day, but thankfully the weather held off, and it was a fun day. But again, 7 of these days are special, so I enjoy every single one of them. And we did a lot of good things. We did some bad things. Not an easy week. There's a reason why you don't see many people play on Monday night on the road and then play again on Saturday. It doesn't happen very often. And give them a lot of credit, especially offensively. Again, they played a week and a half ago, and a lot of time to get ready. They had a good plan. I thought they did a really good job of executing their plan. Quarterback's a heck of a little player. He's a baller, and tough, gritty, and did some good things. But I wish we'd have been able to play a little more complementary football. It was kind of what I expected. Didn't happen. Good teams can compensate for each other when you need to, and we did some of that Monday night. But it was awesome to see offensively, see us pick up where we left off. We scored 4 out of the last 5 drives of the game Monday night, and I think we scored maybe 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 6 drives, to start the game today. So really pleased with what we did offensively. It got a little frustrating because the time of possession was big time against us. We couldn't get the ball. They didn't get a lot of points, but they had the ball 35 minutes. They were 10 of 18 on third down, which I don't remember the last time somebody was 10 of 18 on third down on us. So we did not play anywhere near what we need to defensively. So that was a little frustrating. Looked a little heavy-legged, and obviously had a couple guys out too. But just very inefficient defensively. And the best thing we did, we played great red zone defense, and we played great goal line defense, and we turned them over twice. So name of game's points. So I'm really proud of that, but just disappointed in how we handled the quarterback, and just we were a little loose in some coverage, and so a lot of things that we can improve on and grow from for sure. But man, offensively, a lot of good stuff. We ran the ball efficiently. I think we were 5-something a carry. Shipley had a heck of a night. He was almost 7 a carry. We had about 5 different guys with 3 or more catches. DJ was awesome. He was 21 of 27, had 2 big drops, 2 plays that we got to make, and we didn't make either one of them. And when you're not getting the ball and you don't make those plays, and we had on 59 snaps. So, it felt like in the second half, it was so frustrating. And so we missed those 2 plays, and next thing and then you have a turnover, and you're in a little bit of a lull there. But again, proud of DJ, just awesome to see him play the way he's playing. Really, really from the second quarter on of Monday night to what I've seen today, just with his legs, his arm. He's been incredibly accurate. He's made some really pretty throws. He's made some big plays with his legs, just making really good decisions. I thought he had one bad decision today. And then, again, a lot of guys touching it. Brenny with a nice touchdown, 80. I thought Kobe had a nice little spark in there as well. Maffa, Shipper, they all did some good things. Davis, huge catch over the middle. So we made we were really good on third down. That's two games in a row we've been good on third down. Just didn't get enough opportunity today in the second half. First half was outstanding. But, again, special teams, solid. Disappointed in the turnover. It's just a ball you don't handle. It's a very short kick, and the nose is back, which is going to fall back, and just made a bad decision right there. But he'll learn from it. And again, we were able to compensate, but we don't like to play that type of football. So we got to keep getting better, and hopefully we can put all 3 phases together next week and play our best game and finish the first quarter of the season. It's hard to believe. First quarter of the season's over next Saturday night. It's 4 quarters, and the first quarter's over. So, kind of like a game, you want to kind of settle in that first quarter, and that's kind of what we're in the process of doing. And then you got to build. And so look forward to a great night next week against a good La Tech team, and hopefully we can improve in some of these areas. But proud of our team, and I'm proud of our team for how they've come alongside of Brian as well and his family, the Brzee family. And that's what Ella Strong was all about today. It's something that we wanted to do as a team. Unfortunately, Ella wasn't able to be here today. She was here all week, and she got a chance to speak to the team on Wednesday, but she had a real setback and had to get her to the emergency room yesterday. And they actually airlifted her back to D.C. Today. So, man, we love the Brzees, amazing family. She's 15 years old. And she's just got a beautiful heart, a beautiful spirit. She's as tough as she's the toughest Brzee in that whole family. And it's just a really tough time right now, for all of them. And so to be able to kind of come alongside of them, and again, you can't take the pain away, but you can share in it and walk through it with them. That's what our team is trying to do with Brian. It's been really tough, but it's also been beautiful to see a group of young men put their arms around their brother. And so unfortunately she wasn't able to be here today, but she'll definitely get a game ball from this game. So with that, I'll take your questions.
Yeah, how much was the layoff kind of like, did it hurt the defense only getting 4 days?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't even call it 4 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday are huge preparation days. And you get back at 4 in the morning and you wake up. And again, we put 2 days in the tank on them, but again, a lot of unknowns. The North Greenville tape, you couldn't get a lot out of that. It was 52-0, and so. They were fresh and excited, and again had some good stuff, and they got some pieces, man. That's a good little group right there. They're gonna win some games, man. Clay's got a good team. He's got a good team. It'll be fun to watch them, down the stretch here. But you were a little sluggish, Tuesday night, and then you really had just kind of Wednesday to kind of get out there. And then you're basically invest on Thursday, and then yesterday's a 30-minute walkthrough. So just trying to really focus on getting them fresh and ready. But it's no excuse. I mean, we just got to clean some things up, coverage wise and just assignment wise. We right out of the gate we get in a bind because we didn't get the call, and we had back-to-back busts. We got balls getting snapped, and we're looking over. We didn't get the call for some reason. Everybody got the call but one guy, and we got man coverage, and we just turned the guy loose. And then I'll be dadgum if we don't come back and we get another guy, turn the guy loose. So that kind of got us in a little bit of a funk there. But again, I mean, there's no excuses. We'll get better. It's a good group, 2-0, and it's hard to win. It's hard to win. You ain't ever gonna hear me complain about a win. I think there were some good teams got beat today. So I ain't ever going to lose respect for the blessing. It's hard to win, and I'm proud of our guys for finding a way. We're a long way. It's a 4-quarter game and it's a 4-quarter season, and we're a long way away from where we need to be and where we're going to be. But we're 2-0, and we got 2 games to keep teaching from. And I'm thankful we can have a normal week. This will be our first normal week of the year. We haven't had a normal week yet, so excited about that. And we'll actually have a couple of games that we can actually watch on an opponent and get a little bit of a feel for personnel and those type of things. So look forward to a good week.
Dabo, it seemed like the offensive coordinator was playing against your short work week. He was really attacking the perimeter of the defense and running those guys horizontally across the field. Did you feel like he came into the game plan? That is part of his game plan?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Just trying to negate our speed and make us run screen game. I didn't think we played the screen game well. And then, again, did not contain the ball well. We had a couple of times on rush lanes where we had it contained, but we had a guy on the ground. They cut us. Their plan was to cut us the whole game and try to slow us down a little bit there, try to neutralize you a little bit. And so they got us cut down a couple times, and then you turn it back, but the guy's on the ground. So now your rush lane integrity is not what it needs to be. So there's a lot. They did a good job. So a lot of things we can learn from this tape and this game, and we will.
Coach, it looked like Nkuba took a shot to the head there.
No, it was a stinger. It wasn't. Okay. It was just a stinger. He came back. He was fine.
Dabo, how much confidence you think DJ is gaining by doing this under the lights, as you say?
Yeah, I would say a lot. I'm just really proud of him. I don't think I've ever been more proud of a guy. Ain't nobody been more under the fire than him. And 2 games don't make a season, but it's good to see him go do it. And he's playing really well, and I'm really proud of him. And a lot of toughness. You want to play quarterback at Clemson, there's a lot that comes with it, good and bad. And so he's in a good place, and it's fun to see, because that's what y'all are seeing is what he's done in practice. And he's been very consistent, and that's who he is. It's who he is. We've been better around him, as I've said many times, for sure. So he's got a better supporting cast, but he's better. And so the combination of those 2 things, we're in a good spot. And again, I wish we'd have been able to do a little bit more in the second half. Probably my other disappointment was we didn't get a chance to play as many people as I would have liked. And again, that's a reflection of just having to kind of compensate for each other a little bit. Didn't really quite bam, 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 put it together where you could truly feel like you really got, great control. But long season, and guys will get opportunities as we go.
Where are those improvements in his accuracy and even just his pocket presence?
Well, he's just
we saw last year?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's easy to see what he's doing with his feet. He's making a lot of plays with his legs that he wouldn't have made last year, and that's a reflection of just changing his body, and then I think also just his mindset. Just his mentality of hey, he knows what he has to do. And, he's making good decisions. He's put the ball where it needs to be. I just think, again, he's just really gotten locked in mentally. And I think he pushed through that last year. I really felt like as the season ended, the latter part, those last 3 games into the bowl, he was kind of coming out of the funk, if you will. And he's carried that in the offseason and the summer into these first 2 games. And a long way to go, but his pocket presence has been great. All of his decisions, again, he's creating, which we need him to do. He's extended plays. He's made big plays, and he's not taking sacks. He took 1 sack last week that was frustrating. I thought he had 1 bad play today on the slant. Probably that ball probably should have gone outside. They triggered down with the safety there, and it's if you do throw it, you got to put it right there because there's no room for error. But ball really should have probably been outside. And that's really the only bad play he had. I really thought he managed the game well, and and when he has had a bad play, he's come right back. So he's just maturing. It's a developmental game. You get better. If you're made of the right stuff, you get better. And he's made of the right stuff. He's an awesome kid. He's a very humble kid, and he's an unbelievable leader. And it's good. And it's great for Cade, It's awesome for Cade to be able to have a guy like him to learn from, to see the bad, to see the good that comes from playing the position here. So wish we'd have been able to get him a little bit more time, but we didn't convert when we had the opportunity.
Coach, the throw that DJ made to Antonio across his body, rolling right to the middle of the field, kind of reminded me of the touchdown throw he had to Justin Ross against NC State. Yep. He seems to be really comfortable rolling right.
Yeah, he can make any throw. He's got an unbelievable arm. Unbelievable arm talent. But he's just, and when you're confident, the ball gets big, right? When you're not confident, it's like, like you're throwing into that. And he's just seeing everything. And guys are making plays for him. We got a good group. I was disappointed that EJ didn't get a couple of days that he could have had, but he's going to be fine. He's missed a lot of practice. He's kind of working his way back, but we're going to need him, and he'll make those plays. But we're learning about our team. We're growing our team. The guys that I really need to see some things from, I'm seeing them. You know, we're gelling a little bit in some areas, and I know where we're going to be defensively when it's all said and done. So we'll just keep pushing forward.
The other half of that pass play is Antonio Williams. In the small sample size of 2 games so far, what can you say about his efforts, and have you seen a guy come out that polished as a wide receiver at high school?
Oh, yeah, we've had a few of them come through here for sure. I mean, he's a baller. I mean, he's a natural. He's a very skilled route runner. He's a very poised, catcher. And he's got very soft hands, got great ball skills, but he just has good instincts for the game. And we've had several of those type guys. I mean, he's got a chance to be really special. I mean, it's a good group. It really is, man. Speck made some plays today. I mean, you got to remember now, Speck ain't played in 2 years, right? I mean, this kid, and then his first year that he played some, and then all of a sudden he's out for 2 years. He's a baller, but he's been on ice, and so we're kind of thawing him out, if you will. And I'm really proud of him. But Antonio's just a natural. And wait till you see Adam Randall. Wait do we get him back rolling? Did y'all see him out there in pregame today? He'll be back soon, and he's not gonna make us worse. I'll promise you that. Joe, man, I'm proud of Joe. Joe, I hate we didn't get in there, but man, he had a couple of good plays and one real tough catch on the sideline. And again, we're rolling a lot of guys. We're playing a lot of guys. Dakari, he hadn't had much opportunity yet, but he's had back-to-back big PIs for us. He's a big, strong body. Bo, I thought it was good to see him because he had a couple of misses last week. It was good to see him come back and have a real 4-quarter consistent game. So it's a good group, man. I mean, it really is from top to bottom. And, those tight ends, Brenny and Davis, are making plays and continue to do that, all the backs. So we're work in progress, but I think we got the right ingredients. And that little Antonio has shown that he's one of them for sure.
Do you have an update on Tyler Davis? And then,
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He just got a little banged up, but he'll be all right. We just held him out. Just try to get him 100%. Don't want anything lingering.
And with Randall, do you know if he'll be back next week?
I hope so, but we'll see what the trainer said. I mean, he's been wide open for 2.5 weeks. He's done everything. He's been all on scout team. And, that's why they wanted him to come out and do all the pregame tonight. So, he's been on the ground. He's done it all. So, it's just a matter of them green lighting him. So, we'll see. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, tomorrow or Monday what the doctors and trainers say. But he'll play when they say he's ready. But he's running around and looks good out there.
Pretty close to how quickly Amari came back from rehab, isn't it?
A little further, but Amari was a starter, and I think Amari was like, I'm playing. And we've just kind of held Adam back a little bit. Young guy, Amari, he was adamant he wasn't gonna miss a play, and he didn't miss many. He was ready. But I think technically he probably could have played this week or last week. I mean, he's out there playing football at practice every day, but. I think they're just really trying to be cautious with him and just get him a good couple of weeks of being tackled, if you will, and falling down and doing all these things. So he's close. He's close.
Two games